Rated M for mature.
You've got your favourite perks, but are you maxing out your chosen zombie slayer's true potential? Here are 4 undead murdering perk builds to make the most of Boris & Co. in Zombie Army 4 Dead War. We're all guilty of it, seeing a perk that we think we like the sound of and sticking to it for tens of zombie slaying hours, even if there's probably a better one for our chosen apocalypse battler. It might have even come from a video of the best perks, which you can watch after this one by the way. The thing is though that Karl and Co each have their own strengths and weaknesses, meaning that if we don't take notice and try to cancel out any Achilles heels, zombies love those, then we could be heading out into battle with a serious disadvantage. And yeah, zombies love those too. So here we're going to map out a few perk builds that will truly take your zombie murder to the next gory level, whether you're playing with friends or taking on the horror alone. Speaking of horror, we've even got a Jason Voorhees flavoured Boris build for Horde mode that'll have you checking the day and date. Let's get started. It's time for some builds to truly perk you up. Okay, we promise not to make that joke again. Seriously. Karl Fairburn is a sniper. In fact, he might be the snipiest sniper of all time, who at some point has probably also earned the honourable moniker of Snipey McSnipeface. In a surprise to absolutely no one, this means he's much better at murdering zombies at a distance instead of brawling in the mud. While Zombie Army 4 isn't quite the same experience as Sniper Elite, and the only ghosts here are Nazi zombie ones, there are plenty of ways to scratch that snipey itch. First off, to make him feel truly at home, you'll want Karl in his Africa outfit to bring some Sniper Elite free feels to proceedings. Yes, looking good there. And even opt for the Sniper Bullet Charm in case Karl forgets what he does for a living. Karl's got some nice innate sniper benefits. His empty lung costs less stamina and an improved critical hit chance on long range shots, but he has slower health regeneration, so it's important to spec out this little inconsistency. You can't win them all, Karl. Our chosen perks then are Vampirism for that health boost with every headshot, yum, and Sniper Focus to reduce empty lung stamina cost and better zoom. Then we've added Trapper for making us feel more like the stealthy Karl of old, also because we enjoy watching a wide radius of zombs go boom, and Enhanced Vigor to cancel out that slow health regen. Finally, we spec'd out his rifle ammo pouch for sniping that can just go on, and on, and on. Now, let's get a little closer and actually share the same air as the shuffling undead. Jun has a very different skill set from Karl. She's faster on her feet for one thing, and sprinting costs less stamina so she can speedily escape grasping zombie foes. Unfortunately, Jun does have a weaker melee, but to make up for it, her Brainbuster requires fewer kills to charge, and that's what we're going to spec out today. Because deep down, we all want to be someone who can get away with this stealthy night op suit and have a special ability that means you can headshot 6 zombies at once with a pistol like an undead battling John Wick. So what should your chosen perks be? Well, straight off the bat, we added Brainbuster Expert, which takes your total number of soon-to-be exploded skulls to 6, and then decided to make the most of Jun's added energy with the Enhanced Stamina perk to make her even speedier for less energy. Then, because she's in the midst of it all while getting all those headshots, Second Chance is a great idea to make sure that you can get back into the action if something does get too close, because, well, you know it will. Up next is the Exterminator perk, which doesn't quite cancel out Jun's weak melee, but it does mean that she can use her special melee faster, and that's the one we all truly want to see anyway. Finally, the icing on the grey matter spattered cake is the Brainbuster Frequency perk, which means you need 3 less kills to recharge your meter, so you can just keep popping those heads like a spot-bursting YouTube video. Yum. Up next, we've got Shola, who, like Jun, is possible to spec into a truly deadly zombie annihilation machine. Who needs friends when you can just do all of this on your own? Well, no, we know why friends are a good thing, but if everyone is busy, we've got a spec for Shola that means you'll never need a helping hand ever again. She already has an increased trap damage radius, but Shola has slightly less bullet damage resistance, so it's important to spec your perks around that. This armor giant outfit might not make a huge amount of difference, difference, but mentally we feel more protected, so we're going for it, but with a different hat. It looks far too warm in there anyway, much better. Now, perks wise, we're upping Shola's trap damage even more with the Trapper perk to make sure she burns as many zombies as possible with one mine, and cancelling out that bullet weakness with bulletproof. Then, just to make sure melee isn't an issue either, we've popped in the hardened perk and added enhanced vigor for even more health in case anything actually gets through that armor. Then finally, our favourite addition is takedown frequency, which means 3 less kills for 1 button murder fests. Quite simply, that means a lot more of this, and this, especially handy when a heavy gunner comes along. Next!
Don't you dare.
And finally, our last build is a gory love letter to one of horror cinema's finest. Now for this, you're going to need the hockey mask from Season 2's Sports Hat Pack, but it will all be worth it, we promise. Deck out Berserker Boris in Jason Voorhees' iconic face covering, and it's time to play some Zombie Army 4 like a trip to Camp Crystal Lake. You can even take him to the woods for peak camp vibes. Boris already has speedier special melee attack charge time and improved melee skills, so he's a shoo-in for serial hand-to-hand murder. His downfall is his slower movements, but that's actually what's made Jason so scary over the years. How can he be so slow but still kill all those people? So Boris looks the part, but it's time to make sure his perks are something Mother would approve of. First off, Hardened makes sense to make sure that he can handle up close and personal attacks, and then Exterminator means that special melee attack time is reduced even further, so you can just watch that meter spin back into action. We've also added Heavy because you just know that if Jason Voorhees had a flamethrower, he'd want as much ammo as possible, and to be able to barbecue zombies like s'mores. Next up, we added Second Chance because Jason always rises again with a bonus life. Not that Boris has much of a chance of that with a melee like this. Finally, we added Takedown Frequency so that Boris can just be as stabby as Jason with some incredible murder moments. Now pop some popcorn and enjoy exactly what happens when you cross a suicide general with the Friday the 13th franchise. Good boy, Jason. So that's some fresh builds to try in Zombie Army 4 for maximum carnage. Let us know your favourite perk combos and playstyles in the comments below. Click that thumbs up if you want to see an entire movie of Boris murdering zombie camp counselors, and subscribe to Rebellion for even more videos like this one. If you do already subscribe, hello, welcome back, don't try the finger food. Then you can always hit the notification bell to make sure you know when our next video arrives.